Okay, here's my Stephen King nerd rant about Pennywise in the book versus Welcome to Derry. And before anyone says anything, I know it's annoying. You think I can't hear myself? Actually, in the book, I can hear myself. So, I think that there are two issues inherent to a horror prequel or remake that expands in the lore. One, what is the fastest way to make something not scary? Explain it. Really run into what we can call the Rob Zombie's Halloween problem, where somebody goes, man, we want to make another movie about big scary guy with knife. How do we do that? Let's talk about his childhood trauma. Now, the thing is, Rob Zombie seems like such a genuinely nice person. I have such a soft spot for his work. Is House of a Thousand Corpses a good movie? I don't know, because I think of his MTV Cribs episode and I go, I think it was. Another issue with explaining is if you say to your audience, this is why this happened, then they're gonna go, well then why did that happen? Now you're in this endless explaining loop. For instance, expanding on this Bob Gray backstory, which I do think is fun. But if you say to me, the audience, this is why he has this clown persona, I go, oh, that's interesting. So why only Bob Gray? Why is he so stuck on the clown thing? Is he eventually gonna be like, I should find a new bit. I do love playing the tuba. It's like giving me that backstory makes me ask questions I don't want to ask. Marge is Richie's mom. Oh. Well, and the thing with the prequel is it has to sync up to the original story, and I just don't think those two pieces click very well anymore. They've expanded so many of Pennywise's powers that it's like, well, even with the turtle and the power of friendship, was the guy just like really having an off season the next go around? He can deadlight a whole school while playing the tuba. Was the tuba helping or was the tuba extra? Like people who make a point to read when they have downtime, he's like, oh, I have time to play the tuba. Pennywise in the show has essentially become Freddy Krueger, where he can mess with your sense of reality, where in the book, he's a monster who can take the form of other monsters. There's a scene where this kid's run away from his abusive home, and Pennywise attacks him as the creature from the Black Lagoon, and the whole time the kid's being chomped into, he's feeling around for a zipper. And that's so chilling, and it touches on something that is purely personal preference. I don't like that Andy Muschietti has made it so all these kids see fear as their deepest trauma, where in the book, these kids have experienced horrific trauma, but they see it as the monsters that they're scared of from the movies. This kid's running away from a horrifically abusive home, but he's scared of the creature from the Black Lagoon because he's a little kid. Something so tender about that to me. The whole book is about moving from childhood to adulthood, and this idea that children can experience the horrors of the world, but what are they scared of? A werewolf. I know that getting the rights to Universal horror movie monsters would be a whole thing, but now every kid is like, here it is, my deepest fear that my father's death was my fault. I know adults who can't put words to their deepest trauma. And the deadlighting everybody. I didn't like the deadlighting in the first movie, and I didn't like it when suddenly he was just doing it to everybody. If he has that, then why is he just scaring anybody? It makes it seem like his heart's not in the scaring. He yearns to just tuba. That's my horror rant. I know it's really annoying, and I did really like it. It was fun to have a horror show. Second season, tuba backstory.